Hello everybody. I am back, Pony Guy here, back with Mia, my daughter, to do a, what are we doing today? Build. Is this your new computer build?
Yeah.
So that's right, it's time to upgrade Mia's computer. Her current gaming system is about probably a little over that, maybe about 5 years old, 4 years old. Yes, 4, is it 4 years old?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was my older build, right? It's time to upgrade that, right? So I decided that this time we will do another build. This pony build will be for Mia. And what is the theme going to be? For the camera. What's the theme? Bridlewood. So this is going to be a My Little Pony Generation 5 Bridlewood build. So if you're not familiar with Bridlewood, it's the unicorn forest city. Basically, it's, the joke of that city is crystals. Because it's full of crystals in the forest city, and a lot of trees, of course. And so this build is going to be themed around Bridlewood, and it's going to have a bunch of design elements from obviously forest scenes to probably Izzy's cottage, maybe the crystal tea room, and lots of crystal decorations. But this build is going to be an AMD build. So I'm going AMD 8700F by Ryzen 7 with a Yeston RX 97 XT Radeon card. It's also, you'll notice this, most of the components are here are MSI. So this MSI did not sponsor this video whatsoever. I'm just a big fan of MSI. I like their components, and I thought, well, when I was designing the build on Newegg, I decided, let's see how many MSI components could I put together. Didn't really look at price much, it was more like looking at the design, what the part looked like, kind of fit the theme that we're putting together here. So you can see, starting off with the biggest showpiece would be the MSI MAG 100RZ PZ case. This is a 270 panoramic glass case. Going for lots of visibility, and basically for being a show build. Got an MSI modular 850 gold, 80 gold power supply. Even got the MSI 360 AI water cooler with the Infinity water block. I even got the MSI PCI riser extension, so I can stand the graphic card up. MSI NVE PCI Gen 5 storage drives. The only thing that I could not do MSI was pretty much obviously the RAM and the graphic card. And the reason I couldn't do the graphic card, even though MSI makes graphic cards, I just did not like any of what they looked like to fit this design. So I went with I wouldn't say competitor, but a different brand. I'm a big fan of also the Yeston graphic cards, because they do a lot of kind of cutesy designs that will fit the theme of this build. So I'm going with the Yeston brand card here. And of course on the RAM, because this is going to be a build with crystals in it, I've stuck with the Trident Z5 Royals, since they do have that beautiful crystal lighting effect at the top. Still got a lot of the design elements I have to put together. Me and I are going to have to take a trip to Michael's and maybe the aquarium store, pet store, to pick out some design elements. And like I did the last build, I'll just put I get a bunch of design elements. I don't use it all, but as I acquire the design elements, I start putting things together, and then it all kind of comes together at the end. So looking at probably about 2 more weeks out before we actually start putting this system together. Of course, I will be doing a full video build the build and the design, etc. Mia will be joining me for this build, since this is her build. The case, I would say, I already pulled it out of the box. It is a huge case, larger than I thought it would be, but it's beautiful that it's full 270 panoramic, all glass design case, and it comes with a full lighting kit of RGB fans built into them already. One thing about the motherboard is this is the first time I'm going to be going with a build that has all back connectors. So the case and the motherboard are back connector capable, so you pretty much will have no wires visible whatsoever. I mean, the only wire will be visible will be probably the power wires to the graphic card, but everything else will be hidden behind the case. The board looks very, I already pulled the board of it, it's sick. I mean, it's the first time I'm doing a back connector type of motherboard, so I'm really eager to dive into that. But other than that, really looking forward to this build, looking forward to what I come up with, and I'm excited to work with you this time. You have to help me build my build, or build your build. You excited? Awesome. I don't want Mia's being shy today, she's normally, okay. All right, well, anyway, thanks for watching. This is a little teaser video, and more to come. Stay tuned. Thank y'all. All right, hello everybody. So we have finally, after it's been about a couple weeks, probably 3 weeks of shopping and putting together kind of the design concept of the elements that I want to put into this Bridlewood build. This is what I've come up with. So I've between ordering pony toys, miniatures, crystal sets, gone to Michael's with their diorama selection, and then I also went to aquarium store, picked up some aquarium stuff, and I think I've got every concept that I want to kind of create here. Obviously Mia likes the crystal, so it's probably gonna be the centerpiece. As I did with the last build, I overbuy on the design elements, and then as I'm putting the system together, I don't use everything, but I want to have a full selection. I did buy some stuff that does luminesce under a blue light, so I do got also the ARGB lighting kit to go in the build, just so that we can make sure we have some glow in the, so I'm gonna think of glow up. What does Izzy say? Glow up. But this is what we're designing. So this is going to be a Bridlewood build. Then of course, the next couple weeks we'll be putting the build together. I might post some like sneak previews, progress report. Some videos showing the progress. It's going to be a much bigger build than the last one, so since I'm doing full ATX in a lot larger case. So I'm hoping it'll all come together. I might have to go back and get some more design stuff. This was a really hard kind of concept to put together, because trying to find design elements that would work together for the Bridlewood build, trying to replicate the images from the show. Hoping it'll all come together. I think I've got it. So stay tuned for the progress, and hopefully it all comes together the way that I expect it to be. Thank y'all.
Step into the sunlight, magic in the air, grooving with the feeling, joy is everywhere. Dreaming of a pony, bright just like a star, dancing with a unicorn, shining from afar. Ponies in the spotlight, hearts begin to soar, riding on a rainbow, always wanting more. Prancing through the meadow, laughter and the sun, ponies and a unicorn, riding on the run. Sparkles on the saddle, leaps across the day. Every beat of music takes me far away. Colorful adventures make me wanna sing. With ponies and a unicorn, happiness they bring. Ponies in the spotlight, hearts begin to soar, riding on a rainbow, always wanting more. Prancing through the meadow, laughter in the sun, pony and a unicorn, riding on the run. Let the colors shine, let the world believe. Dancing with my pony is magic we achieve. Never gonna stop, never gonna hide, with ponies and a unicorns by my side.